Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another Unbalanced Breakfast with CthuLoops. In our last episode, we actually managed to join up our empire borders between Kamiya and the rest of the place here. And we are, I believe, about to go to war with the Valmanex Interstellar Empire, except we're kind of being raided by the Wasari Ravagers. These assholes have actually... No, I don't think they've taken out... No, wait. Did they take these guys out? Or no. We're just building that stuff there. Alright. So in between episodes, I was kind of looking for a way to improve the... or do away with the unrest in our various places. And I think one thing we can try to do is maybe increase the social or the living standards of our Mantis people. So let's go ahead and increase that to social welfare. And that did kind of reduce our mineral generation by 8. But I'm hoping maybe that'll be enough to perhaps stave off any rebellions. And I think I should also try to maybe get some more armies made. But wait, are we in the process of making more armies? I guess we are, right? Okay, well, that's gonna cost us 100 mineral per army.
Mineral production
Right.
diminished. Zero G mineral production violently
Right,
diminished.
I don't know what these guys want. Okay, they've moved on to Muscat, and they're going to... Yeah, I don't think our fleet is going to be able to take them out anytime soon. And they're going over to this place now. What the hell, man?
Attacking enemy vessels.
Ah, shit. Damn it.
Star system charted.
Well...
Zero G mineral production violently diminished.
Ah, what? Are you kidding me? You failed that fucking anomaly
Vessels
thing?
destroyed.
Unbelievable. Where are these guys
Zero-G mineral
going?
Production violently diminished.
Okay, they're now entering the orbit of the sunken reliquary. I don't know what they're trying to do here. But I can't really deal with them right now because my fleets aren't powerful enough. The Cybrex Central Nexus. It would seem that the Cybrex reevaluated their galactic crusade against organic life at some point during its 17th year. Whether this change was prompted by losses on the battlefield or an ideological shift in their networked consensus, we may never know. But for whatever reason, the Cybrex decided to halt their campaign. They began a slow withdrawal that lasted for nearly a century until they eventually vanished completely. We now know that they retreated to the system, where they had constructed a massive ring world designed to house their entire civilization. Where? Whoa! And this is like right next to my capital too. Fantastic. They isolated themselves here for several millennia until an independent explorer chanced upon their system and spread its location to the rest of the galaxy. The news that the dreaded Cybrex had been found again prompted several neighboring powers to organize a massive military expedition which bombarded the Cybrex ring world into rubble. Strangely, the Cybrex seems to have offered no resistance whatsoever. Huh, I wonder why. Well, we gain unity, engineering research, and money out of it. Fantastic, and it looks like we can finish our supremacy tradition. Let's do that. And in terms of our ascension perk, enigmatic engineering, which increases our sensor range. I don't know what that does. Starbase influence cost, claims influence cost. Starbase capacity, which sounds really useful because starbases are awesome and quite necessary. Technological ascendancy increases our research speed. Monthly unity, governing ethics attraction. Imperial prerogative increases our core sector systems, which is always the best, I think. And then learning leader level cap, edict duration, subject integration, influence cost. Let's go with Imperial prerogative, increasing our core system limit, which I think is probably the most important thing to do. And then I'd say let's have these guys. Alright, we might need to rebuild the mining station here.
Complete.
Hopefully these guys won't come back, but they might, so let's keep an eye out on that. And our science officer here is done with his stuff. You can't... Oh, you can. Alright, well let's have you get the elusive tar black. And then I think from here we'll probably have you maybe get these guys too. Raiders hit Sunken Reliquary. Wasari raiding parties have made planetfall on Sunken Reliquary. Deploying in small attack shuttles from their orbiting fleet, the Wasari hit several outlying settlements on the planet before retreating back into space with their plunder. Our defensive forces on the surface had no time to respond. Alright, so what exactly happens here? Oh shit. Bombarded ground. Can emerge from your shelters now, Manti. We have liberated a sufficient amount of your wealth, and our ships are loaded into, to capacity. Helmsman, set course for Propus. Let us depart this blasted region of space. It depresses me. Your ugly ass face depresses me, bitch. So what exactly happened there? Doesn't actually seem like they've destroyed anything. And now there's unrest in Sunken Reliquary. Well, guys, it's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. Alright, well, let's have some of these guys. Well, it's gonna be former slaves, so they're not gonna be very happy about it, but whatever, it's fine. So that should, I think, quell the unrest for now. Abysmal, there's some unrest here. It appears that increasing their standard of living hasn't really done much. What else? Sunken Reef. I'm starting to wonder if maybe we should build more assault armies and whatnot. Well, these guys are going to be our attack party, so let's have you guys... where are you going? Are you going to Shetty? No, 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 go to Oreb. Why? Oh man. The fuck are the Wasari still doing here? Get the fuck out of my lands. Oh, they're using wormholes. I see. Well, that's frustrating as fuck. Alright, well, let's have you guys build that stuff back up. No wonder they were able to get there so quickly. Holy shit. Alright, why was this place, like, partially built?
Star system charted.
What's happening here, guys? Gross incompetence, maybe. Tarblack secured. After an extensive search of the seabed on Drifting Isle using a small fleet of mini-submarines, the crew of the Aeolid finally managed to corner the elusive target of their search, a live Tarblack. The shimmering creature, which defends itself by emitting faint psionic signals that produce a sense of dread in most organics, was brought aboard the science ship in a special water tank simulating its natural environment. The crew members of the Aeolid that came into direct contact with the Tarblack will require extensive therapy, but the mission has been a success. Great. Alright, so you guys are going to be following our Red Tide. Our Red Tide can go back to Oreb, get upgraded, and I guess we'll probably go to war with the Valmanak's Interstellar Empire.
Building ruined.
Unbelievable. Fucking... I'm starting to wonder if maybe going with the whole slaves thing was a bad idea. Crap all over it. Fuck, what do we do to, like, deal with this? Slaves radicalizing. Well, that's not really helping the situation here, is it? Maybe martial law? That would reduce the unrest by a fair bit. That's 50%. That's not percentages, is it? Not quite sure what the unit of measurement is. 56.875. Is that percent? Because stronghold reduces it by 30. I don't understand it. But maybe having more... That's a fair bit of upkeep, though. 1 energy credit per army? That's a fair bit. Ah, shit. Maybe we should build another stronghold then. That's 2 upkeep. Reduces unrest by 30. Alright, well, screw the physics research here. Let's just go for another thing there. Stronghold, which I'm hoping will reduce the unrest even more. And Abysmal might need it. Sunken Reef, I think, might need it as well. And we don't even have a mineral processing plant here. Well, let's go for the stronghold. For once, we are actually not hemorrhaging energy credits. And we need to build one here too. Or at least another one here, which is a little crazy in my eyes, but it's fine. Needs must when the devil drives, right? Sunken reliquary. Let's have you guys build a stronghold here as well then. And we've researched... Yay! We can now upgrade our farms fantastically. Let's go with planetary capital. Increases output and all that stuff. Production targets. Empire minerals production. Naval capacity, which is always nice. Or fleet command limit. Max occupation garrisons. I'd say let's go with... fuck. Let's just go with colonial centralization, because that unlocks other stuff that we can then build, right? So... Okay, and you know what? I'm actually going to enable that mod that that does auto building. Yes. In terms of the empty tiles, you can just ignore it for now. And yeah, don't count the planet's modifiers, don't count the traits, and turn off random improvement of laboratories. We don't want it to be random. We want it to actually coincide with the tile bonus, I think. I still don't know if that's the best way to do it, but that's just the way that I do it. Obviously doesn't mean that that's the best way to do it, but whatever, it's fine.
Star system charted.
Okay, so we're no longer in a plus with our energy credits, but you know what? That's fine. Let's go to war with the Valmanex Interstellar Empire. Wait, are we ready? Oh, fuck me. No, 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 no. No, stay there. Stay in Oreb. Stay in Oreb. It's fine. Yeah, you know what? Let's declare a war, and let's go with the plunder war goal. I want to see if maybe we can actually get the planet that we're claiming for with the plunder war goal as opposed to conquer. Using this war goal to take claims generates 25 less threat for each conquered system. Well, I don't know where the threat system is, so you know what?
We have declared war to safeguard our interests.
Alright, that's it. We're actually at war this time. Holy crap. Alright, let's have you guys get in over to take out the starbase, I think. Or do we go after the planet? I think we should probably go after the starbase, considering that it provides the most defense in the place, right? The black hole... where is this guy? He's in Alpha Centauri. Black hole is in her, which is way the fuck over there. You know what? It's fine. Why don't you just do some research and don't try to blow it up, alright? Okay. So we're now attacking the starbase, and there we go.
Complete.
Oh. Okay. Huh. It seems like everything is just flipped over to our side now. Just because we took the starbase. Interesting. Except for the planet, which I believe is still under their control. Well, let's have you guys then bombard the hell out of it. And the transport fleets are doing what? I have no idea. Down the drain. The readings originate from a small metal pod. The science officer Onegon Whipsail has determined it to be a lifeboat of ancient and alien make, evidently caught on the outskirts of the black hole's gravity well aeons ago, at an angle just short of a slingshot maneuver. Whether this was the intent or happenstance is difficult to judge, and the pod's automated thrusters have been fighting its descent to the event horizon ever since. It is now too close to the horizon to salvage. Onegon Whipsail's report ends abruptly, and the crew of the splashing sailfish communicate that the science officer appears shaken and deeply troubled by the tragic fate of the lifeboat. Okay, now he's paranoid. Well, that's not good. What does paranoid do again? And that's this guy. Oh, well, that sucks. Alright, Yibtesh, why don't you go ahead and do some automatic exploration. And we are now bombarding this planet, except now we're about to get interrupted by their fleet. Alright, well, hopefully our 2 stacks should be able to deal with these ass nuggets. Alright, and I think, do they both have, yes, I believe they both have admirals, so we're good in that department. I think we may have taken some casualties. Oh, Whoa, we only lost one corvette each from each of these fleets, but what the hell? Really? We've only destroyed like 6 total ships? That's crazy. Okay, what's happening down here? Selective bombardment. What else is there? Indiscriminate orbital bombardment. Raiding orbital bombardment. Raiding bombardment targets enemy population centers with specialized raiding craft that scoop up their people and bring them back to our world to put them to work. Whoa. Light damage to armies, light damage to tiles, moderate damage to populations. Will abduct pops when possible instead of killing them. Whoa. So what happens? Do we put them into our transport ships? Do they get on our boats or what? Maybe it'll give it a try. Alright, well, let's try raiding them. And it did say we do light damage to armies instead. Wait. We're damaging the armies with our ships? It used to be that we stopped them from healing, right? But now it appears that we're actually doing damage to the armies themselves, which I guess makes sense. So how do we know that these guys have been abducted? How can I tell? Do I get a notification? Do they appear in my boats? My ships, rather. Doesn't appear to be that way. Are they on my transport ships? No, we just abduct them apparently. Maybe they're on my planet? Whoa! Oh, cool. So we just straight up abducted them, and then we put them on one of our planets. Wow. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if I necessarily want them on that planet, considering that they're Alpine preference. And they fucking hate it on our ocean worlds. If that's the case, then let's actually do indiscriminate orbital bombardment, so that we just attack their armies and shit. Because I don't know if we have the infrastructure to be able to support the these aliens being on our planet and all that crap. And also we might need to set their rights. Caste system, living standards, slavery, biological population happiness. Okay. Colonization forbidden. Well, we don't want them to be too pissed off. Let's go with caste system, I guess. And then maybe decent living standards. Okay, well, that actually increased our mineral generation, surprisingly. So wait, how many of them do we have? Are we counting the ones that we're producing? Mummified pilot. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species has been found drifting in high orbit over Zarim 5. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit complete with a helmet, and may be a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle only to be forgotten and left behind. Our study of the corpse has provided some interesting data. A tragic fate. Okay, so when do we land, and what is this bar? It goes to the bottom and it goes back up. What is this? Is that planetary damage? Planet has suffered 86.4 damage. When planetary damage reaches 100%, a tile will be devastated, ruining buildings and potentially killing pops. Oh, I see. That's why it keeps going back and forth. Okay. So they no longer have an army there, so let's have you guys land. What is this now? Acceptance. Total. Why are we losing? What's happening? Are we losing?
Planetary invasion commenced.
Okay. Well, I know they've got some army or some ships outside of Sketty, which we might need to address. Alright, so what did you guys do? Oh, you took it over. Okay, well then, let's have you guys actually redirect your attention towards Cador, because they appear to be amassing some ships outside of it. Are they going into Unith? I have no idea. We should probably follow them then. Alright, well, okay, I guess we'll take the starbase along the way. And no, they're actually coming towards us now.
Attacking.
Fantastic. Well, let's crush them like a cracker over soup. And then, you know, eat them. Because you don't want that soup to go to waste. What happened there? We've only destroyed 4 corvettes. Really? What the hell?
Construction complete.
Okay, so we know that basically every single one of these spots or these systems should have a starbase on them, right? Okay, so I'm kind of wondering if maybe we should split up our fleets. Red Tide can make their way towards the center here, taking all. Okay, so if I actually right-click on one of the spots, it actually has them go towards the star. So then they can take the starbase along the way. What if I set this as a waypoint? So they'll take that, and then they'll automatically move on to the next one. Nice! Alright, so let's have you guys then do this. Move over there. That's just an engineering ship, so I don't think we need to worry too much about that. And let's not forget that we need to keep on top of our mining station stuff.
Star system
so you can do some of that business.
Vessels.
Water Nymph, can you please build a starbase over there? I don't know if we necessarily need to conserve our thing too much. By thing, I am of course referring to our minerals. Okay, good, good. And let's make sure that our planets are... See who... These guys, xenophobic, they're intelligent, so we should probably put them on science places. And they also gain experience quickly. But again, I don't know if I necessarily want these guys to stay on my planets. Because it's really not their... they're really not going to be happy staying there. And I'd rather they not contribute to the unrest and all that shit. So apparently Abysmal is suffering from some terror victims. What the fuck? Alright, well that's not great. But right now I have more pressing concerns in the form of our enemy that we are trying to completely blast in the ass. And then
Construction complete.
You guys can go over that way and then over to Nomotar. Is there a way for me to like find out where their fleet is? Probably not, right? Okay, let's have you guys crush them or some of their army, and then we'll have you land, take that thing. That one appears to require some more bombardment.
System charted.
Okay, well, I need to make sure that our smaller fleet here doesn't encounter the their stack, wherever that may be. Okay, since we are no longer above our core system limit, let's go ahead and colonize this place. And I'm actually going to sacrifice the food here so that we can get the adjacency bonus with the Betharian stone. Coral Keep. Yeah, sure, why not? Coral Keep sounds fine to me. Mining station and research stations. Nimble Karak. Why don't you... That's an Alpine world. Alpine world, hey! We might be able to actually migrate some of our newly captured dudes onto this Alpine world instead. There's another Alpine world here. Oh, that's perfect. You know what then? Let's have you guys just move on over to this spot. That's 6 minerals. Holy crap, that's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have to sacrifice this one mineral here. The mooring. Sure. Sounds pretty ominous. And then once we have pirates... Unbelievable. Aha! You know what? While you guys are here, you might as well take out these pirate ass bags. Although, our fleet is somewhat heavily damaged. So we might want to perhaps... Okay, well, let's switch you guys around. Alright, that way you guys aren't so weak. And red tide, let's have you guys be manned by that dude. Alright, so I think let's go ahead and just land these dudes. There's just one stack left. And you guys are now attacking the pirates. Okay, we have taken some casualties, I think. Yeah. Oh no. It's a lot of casualties, as a matter of fact. Alright, well, destroy the pirates and then you guys can just move on. In fact, we might want to retreat our 18th Deep Fleet and then have them, you know, come back to it rather than just continue to push them, right? Yeah. Where's the rest of their army? We're at 32%. What is that again? War exhaustion? That's a bad thing, right? Okay, well, achieve war goals, we're at -80. Dang nabbit. And we can surrender, but obviously we don't want to do that. Okay, I guess the only thing I know that we can do is just continue to take their shit and possibly also take a shit on them. Alright, well, let's have you guys go get repaired, and then I suppose I'll reinforce that fleet when we can. Ah, nice. We can now make star bases, or star fortresses rather, sorry. Let's finish our research into fusion missiles and see here. I guess you might as well expand up over that way. Nimble Karak. You know what? Sure, Inath. Why don't you guys expand simultaneously? Alright, that's good. And you guys want a mineral or research agreement? Let's do it. Let's do it up. Okay. I'm not so sure I like the look of 6 stacks. So I guess try to diminish them a little bit more. Slaves are rallying on safe harbor. Unfucking believable. These guys are the worst. Literally the worst. Alright, well, I'm gonna sacrifice a little bit of our energy and have you guys do that instead. Which hopefully, there we go.
Spaceport under attack.
Okay, Abysmal is still suffering from unrest, which is terrible. Sunken Reef is also suffering from unrest. Did we not get a second? We did. Yeah, we did get a second stronghold, but that's apparently not nearly enough to quell the unrest. And Hidden Pearl. We need to, I guess, assign someone to it. That thing has been completely blasted in the ass. And sure. I'm hoping this will hopefully maybe... Yeah, it seems to have quelled it a little bit at the very least. Alright, Water Nymph. You are up there. Sea Hare is over that side. Build and build. Water Nymph, why don't you start expanding inwards? And I guess we can also try to making our... Wait, you guys sent a trade offer? Aw, man, can't you guys just have that thing pop up on my screen? I'm fairly certain I requested that before. I mean, not to imply that, you know, all of my requests always get listened to, but still. Okay, Red Tide, let's go ahead and just have you guys land. 2 stacks, I'm thinking we should be okay to deal with. There we go. Fantastic. A faction has been founded. The Alien Friendship Foundation. Bunch of fucking degenerates, if I ever heard of any. Alright, you guys are being reinforced. Let's have you take some more of these planets, or systems rather. And then we'll have you go over down that way. That's good. Alright, Red Tide has engaged the enemy. And complete. Alright, we appear to be not taking that many casualties, which is great. And knock on wood. Seriously. Fusion missiles are done. Let's go with cruisers, I guess? 102 months. Pretty crazy. But the sooner we do this, the better, right? And one of our neighboring dudes have changed their ethics or whatever. We have gotten a report from Science Officer Verthok Bowsprit. Sorry, Bowsprit. What the fuck? It seems that a ceramic container is circling the star most peculiar. It should obviously not be there, yet somehow it has managed to find its way into a close orbit. A special project can be issued to investigate the container and try to deduce how it ended up there. Alright, improbable ceramics it is. And we'll have you guys build. And then after that, expand. See here? We don't have the influence to build that next one. Nimble Karak. Build, please. And I think we might want to build a thing over there, because I don't think that's the first time we've actually... Whoa! Okay, no, you guys need to go back. Yeah, you guys need to seriously go back. Shit, sunken reef, unrest.
Star system charted.
Can you guys not just, like, go back the way you came? Why can't you just go back to Piscus? Seriously, man. Good grief. Yeah, I don't want you guys to actually accidentally run into those ass bags. Right, speaking of ass bags, I don't know where they're actually headed towards. But judging by their direction, they might actually be headed towards our main fleet here, which is a little concerning because...
Star system charted.
Where are you guys right now? Right, you're in Piscus. Let's actually have you guys try to join in our main fleet there. In main fleet, I'm kind of wondering if maybe we should divert you to... Okay, no.
Construction.
I thought they were sending me a message, but no, I was just being stupid with my mouse clicking. Maybe we should have our red tide...
Colonization in progress.
Yeah, they're heading towards something. It's most likely us, I would assume. Well, then... I guess we could try to make it easier on our main fleet. Okay, let's meet up in Euralia. That way there's less distance that the 18th Deep Fleet has to... Slaves have been pacified, that's great. Alright, well, I think we're actually going to leave the episode off here for now. We'll come back tomorrow, hopefully win our war against the Valmanex. And then... Oh, right, we're also fighting the Pious Meshben and their vassals. That's great. Yeah, and then we'll do some more expanding and all that stuff and see where things go. So for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.